Well, what's up with all these paparazzi? I mean, it makes sense. This is the Shisha that all celebrities use. Let's unbox it. This is a Superior one from Steamulation. It's a Superior One Gen 2. Anyway, by the time you're watching this video, Steamulation just announced that this is dropping today, and we're gonna unbox it together and actually check it out and use it. I did not have the Superior One Gen 1. I'm not gonna go into this like, how does this compare to the Gen 1? I'm only going into this like, why is this Shisha so amazing? So without further ado, we're gonna unbox it. We're gonna try to figure out if we can put it together, and then we're gonna use it for the first time, and I'm gonna do that all on camera so you can see my unfiltered expressions and reactions. Now, if you'll notice, this is fully sealed. From the second I got this box, I was like, I have to earn my smoke. And in order for me to earn my smoke, that means I have to unbox on camera with you guys. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna find something to cut this tape open. I'll be right back. All right, this is future or present me, the me that's editing this video. Just as a reminder, I have a code on Steamulation. The code is MOA, just MOA. Make sure you use that code if you're planning on buying the Superior or anything else from Steamulation, because it helps me make more videos like this. All right, back to the video. I cut the tape on the sides, and let's see if I can get like a clean... I hate tearing these labels, so let's see if I can get this clean. So far, so good, and I think we did it. Yep, that's pretty clean. Welcome to the world of Steamulation. All right, so I figured this was a better angle. I took these out of the bag already. I think this is for the tray, so this should come apart. It does. Okay, we'll leave it like this for now. This is for the hose, so this is like the hose adapter. And then I think this is gonna be for the top stem. It looks like a Purge modifier piece. Then we have this tray. And the tray is really like the first time that we can see like what the finish actually looks like. It's super light. This is actually aluminum. All of these pieces have been aluminum so far. So here we have the tray. Let's see what else is in the box. All right, so there's a card in here, certificate of originality, so we know that it's legit. And then, I can't wait to see this. Okay, so we have the top stem. This looks nice. Let's look at the actual heart and down stem. So that's the down stem, adjustable. Yep, adjustable. Let's see what's the same versus what's different. Alternate. Okay, I just lost the purge ball. All right, so we have the diffuser. We have this piece at the bottom, which is the down stem extender. I will say that the aluminum feels really nice. It's super light, and one of the issues that people seem to have with Steamulations in terms of like their cons is like, oh, it's so heavy, like I can't move it. It looks nice, but it's hard to use because it's heavy. This is light. And actually, I like this finish. I do still think that the Ultimate's glossy black is the best black that I've seen, but this is a nice flat black. Doesn't look cheap at all. Looks like it's really well made. All right, this says open here, so I'm gonna listen. I actually don't know what color this. Oh. See, this is why I like to record unboxings when I do it for the first time. This is... beautiful. All right, Steamulation, 236. We have that patented Steam Click 360 technology, where it locks the heart into the base. This ball, super important. This is the one that goes into the diffuser, and this is the one that makes sure that when you pull, you don't get water and stuff into your base, and it kind of helps block the water from getting in. So let's actually put that back in the diffuser. Before I put this together, I actually noticed in the certificate of originality folder, there's this thing that says scan the QR code for the manual. I wonder if that's ready yet. Instructions, I want English. Discover how your Steamulation works. Yeah, I think we're on our own. All right, so unfortunately, there's no instructions that are ready for us. Fortunately, this looks pretty easy to assemble. So let's just go ahead and put this heart back in. Steam Click, so it's locked in there now. And now we're going to, let's see, just gonna go in. This has to go in because this goes into this, right? Yeah. I'm gonna say it works like this, and we're just gonna rock with it. Are there purge balls already in here? Yeah, purge ball's already in there. Okay, so we have 4 purge ball areas at the top there. It looks like the purge ball's already inside. This is the modifier for where you can change the restriction or the tightness. So if you have it all the way down, it's completely open at the bottom, but you can turn it to where you can have it all the way closed and only like the hole in the middle is open. I'm just gonna set it to completely open. I'm gonna put this in here. Click that closed. I think this is like this. Yeah, it has to be like this. So let's see. Hey, if I'm wrong, just keep in mind, like, this video is dropping the day that this releases, and I really don't know any better. There were no instructions. I'm just going off of what I know. Although that does look like it goes there, and it does look like you can turn it. So promising so far. All right, this piece I started to unscrew earlier. I'm just gonna unscrew all the way. Put that like this. Screw this in. This is so light compared to the one on the Ultimate. Like, this weighs nothing. You'll feel this. Like, literally feel this. Isn't that light? Are you slapping me with the tray?
No.
Thanks. All right, here. I may have been wrong. You see how there's like a gap right there? Are you joking? You almost got me. It's not there yet. This is what happens, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. I love getting stuff before it drops officially so I could do stuff like this. But also there's that whole moment of, I look like an idiot on camera because I'm like, am I doing this right? This, first of all, this looks beautiful, by the way. Like, this is nice. Let's extend this so it's closer to what it's gonna be like when we're using it. This is a light shisha. Like, I didn't expect this to be this light. I love that it's aluminum. It doesn't even look or feel like cheap aluminum. Like, this is a nice finish. It feels like they did this to get the lightest shisha they possibly can. Hold this. One hand. I want you to try. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. This moves easy. So this was always supposed to move like this, right? The Steam Click 360 makes it to where it clicks, obviously 360, and then it locks the stem and heart into the base. But the 360 part is also supposed to play into when you have the hose connected and you move it around, you know, pass it next to you, like it can move 360 degrees around. And this actually moves a lot easier than the one on the Ultimate does. Not that I have a problem with the way that the one with the Ultimate moves, because I don't really share that much, but this moves. So I'm gonna go pack a bowl and let's try this out. Let's put water in the base too. All right, there was a couple more things that were sent with the Steamulation Superior. So the first thing is this hose. So I'm actually going to connect this hose now. All right, so my hose is connected. Just gonna plug the hose in. And then here's my handle that they sent. This handle is a lot shorter than handles I usually use. So we're gonna give this a try just because it's new and it's super lightweight and it's part of this Superior series. But if anyone is listening and anyone cares, this is a short handle. It looks almost like a travel handle, and there, the handle's on it, looks like that. All right, so while this heats up, let me share some information that Steamulation sent over as part of this release. So the first Superior is the model that really made Steamulation pop. Like, that was the one that got them all of the recognition, the notoriety. That's when people started really noticing them and acknowledging them as like a luxury shisha manufacturer. The first Superior won Best Hookah of the Year in Trade Fair Awards, and it's one of the most popular Steamulation models in lounges and luxury hotels. And I do know that the Superior is supposed to be the model that's like, this is our top of the line. This is made for celebrities, athletes, luxury boutique hotels that are in locations that I probably haven't been to yet and might never end up going to. But that's what the Superior was supposed to be. They talk a little bit about the mouthpiece and how the mouthpiece is made from aerospace aluminum, only weighs 100 grams, just like this is made out of aerospace aluminum, which is why I was surprised by how light it was, but also how nice it looks in terms of the finish and the quality. And then they talk about their exclusive series, which is there's a version of this that has like Swarovski crystals or something like that. I didn't get that one, obviously. Like I'm more minimalist, so the all black is perfect, although the base is a very pleasant surprise. The new 2025 generation combines all of these popular features with the latest high precision stimulation technology, integrating almost all of the features of the Ultimate series. So one thing I noticed when I was looking at this and I was opening it and I flipped the heart upside down, it didn't say expansion anywhere. And expansion is probably one of my favorite features from Steamulation. Like, I think expansion is genius, honestly. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say expansion, it's spelled X-P-A-N-S-I-O-N. So this doesn't have that. But what this has instead is something called, let me make sure I get the word right, fast exchange. And it's spelled fast, like the word fast, and then exchange, like the letter X and then the word change, but all in one word. Now, fast exchange says that the threaded socket connects glass and steam click easily and flexibly, enabling quick replacement in the event of breakage, specially developed for hotels and restaurants. So if you're a hotel or a restaurant or a lounge or a human being that breaks your base, or something happens to your base, or maybe you want a different simulation base, this is supposed to make it to where it's easy for you to just swap it out. Now, how does that work? I'm guessing that, okay, so this is the stem and just steam click. This moves as part of steam click as well. If I hold this, that's what it is. Okay, so you see how this is actually unscrewing now? Let's see how fast exchange really works. I think I'm doing something. I am doing something. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so this is actually the first time I've ever screwed or unscrewed anything on or off of Steamulation. This is the first time I've seen this kind of thing. The heart comes off completely, including the steam click part. You can just get a new base, and I'm assuming you just put this back on and screw it back on, right? I feel like this was the perfect amount of effort to do this, because any easier, it would feel too easy, but any harder, it would feel like work. And I feel like I did that pretty quickly, so. And that's it, I'm done again. It's locked in. All right, it comes in black, gold, and copper. Copper is a new one. Gold looks like gold, and black is this one that I have right here. Purge Pro, the most advanced blowout system in the world for every hose connection automatically. Let's see. Let's see what the Purge looks like. I don't know what the Purge looks like. Let's see it for the first time. That's pretty cool. Let's see what else it does. That looks really nice too. I don't even think I closed it all the way. Okay, the mix of both. That looks really cool. All right. All right, this should be straight vertical now. The next time I purge, it'll be a vertical purge. Let's see. That looks nice. That's a nice clean purge. It's 67 centimeters tall, 3.45 kilograms is the weight. That's without water, obviously. Like I said, it's super light. I added water, it became a little bit heavier, but it was still light. I can still pick it up with one hand and move it around. Manufacturing location for the metal is Germany. Refining location for the metal is Germany. V2A, V4A stainless steel. I don't know which pieces are stainless steel, but they said yes, silver. So I'm assuming it's the metal plate that's at the bottom of the heart as at least one of those things. Aerospace aluminum, yes, high gloss anodized. And if you don't know what anodization is, it's a process where they actually make the aluminum that color throughout the process of like finishing the color. So the color is part of the metal rather than it's painted on. So that way you won't see things like fading or chips or anything like that. The metal is that black color now. Material for the glass, it's crystal. Nice. Quality control is done in Germany. There's 3 colors total, and there's 4 bold colors total. I don't know what the bold colors look like, to be honest. I just know what this one looks like, and this is called Black Striped, and I love how this looks. All right, I'm kind of mad I didn't get the gold one now that I'm looking at it. Okay, you can see that on their website though, because like I said, by the time this video comes out, it's actually available for you to purchase. So let's smoke it for a little bit and see how we feel about the draw, how we feel about the restriction, how we feel about how it smokes. I love the Purge. We already talked about that. I love how the draw feels though. It's like open but with restriction. If you're looking at it as 0 is breathing air and 10 is like drinking boba out of a straw, this is probably like somewhere between a 3 and a 4. So it's open but not too open. You feel a little bit of the restriction. If you want a little bit more restriction, you can do a couple of things. You can adjust this. You can bring the water up a little bit because of that purge ball or the ball that's at the bottom in the diffuser. It makes it to where water doesn't get in as you're pulling. So you can control it that way. But with how I have it right now, with where the dip tube is, where the water is, where all of that is, this is an open neutral draw. Like I said, it's somewhere between 3 and 4, maybe like a 3.5 out of 10 in terms of, again, the draw. And it feels nice. Like it's a pleasant smoking experience. Let's see. Feels really nice. Okay. I love the draw. I love how it looks. I love the weight. I love how the base looks. I love how the metal looks in terms of the finish. I can't give you a full review because this is literally my first time using it, but stay tuned for like a full review after I actually put it through the paces. How does this compare to the Ultimate for me? It's a lot lighter than the Ultimate. It's a little bit taller than the Ultimate. I love the finish on the Ultimate. Like the stainless steel black glossy finish is incredible, but with this being aluminum, this is probably the best black aluminum finish that I've seen. Like it doesn't look like regular anodized metal looks. Like it kind of has like this shine to it or this like almost pearlescence to it. Whereas this kind of just looks like a nice low gloss black. And it looks really clean. It looks expensive, which makes sense because it's expensive. Like I said, this model is more for like celebrities, athletes, boutique lounge hotels, like super high-end lounges, things like that. For someone like me, like this makes sense. You just have to decide if it works for you based on the price, the features that I talked about, and if you like the look and feel of the Shisha. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you share this video to people that, you know, might be wondering like, what's the coolest Shisha out there? What are the celebrities using? What are athletes using? What are boutique hotels using? It's this, like this is that tier or that level of, you know, quality. So I'll see you guys next time. I'm just gonna take a couple more puffs so you guys can see that, and you guys take it easy.